We missed the deadline for the Best Dads video. It should have been up yesterday, but we neglected that.
Kinda like my dad does.
Get out of here!
Fine, whatever.
It's still better than the treatment of the dads on this list. But here's our list of top 10 bad dads.
Number 10, Trigon from Teen Titans. Trigon's a terrible dad. All he wants to do is use his daughter as a portal to Earth. He doesn't even stop by to say hello. And the only time he does come around is when he thinks his daughter is useful. Talk about a deadbeat dad. And if he doesn't get his way, he emotionally abuses Raven and threatens to kill her friends. And then there are occasions where he does kill her friends. It's no wonder he's this universe's equivalent of the devil.
Number 9 is Thanos from Marvel. Okay, he isn't a bad father to Gamora, but that's mostly because she wins. To his other children, he is just an asshole. He kills their families and even their entire race in front of them, and then he forcefully adopts them. After he does that, he pits them against each other to have them fight for his affection, and if that wasn't bad enough, when they lose, he starts replacing their body with mechanical parts, because there is no room for failure for the Mad Titan.
So after the devil and a literal genocidal maniac, it can't get worse, can it?
Things can always be worse, Gil. Things can always be worse.
No. Number 8, Darkseid from DC Comics. Okay, Darkseid is basically DC's answer to Thanos, but is a way worse parent. He trades his own son Orion as a sort of truce with the Highfather to stop their war, and then he tries to kill him regularly. But then the son he did get from the trade, Scott Freeman, he just said, whatever, throws him in a torture dungeon for years, trying to mentally, emotionally, and mentally break him. But this only turns his adoptive son into the strongest foe he's ever faced, Mr. Miracle. Plus, he does have another son in Calabac, and he also treats him like garbage too.
Number 7 is Norman Osborn from Spider-Man. Norman Osborn would regularly belittle his son Harry by calling him dumb, worthless, and pathetic, as well as praise his friend Peter and treat him more like a son than his actual son. Beyond the verbal abuse, he'd beat Harry every now and again as well. This abuse got so bad it pushed his own son into a drug addiction, and then Norman faked his own death, causing his son to fall into a depression which would later lead to his death.
Number 6, Darth Vader from Star Wars. Before his kids were even born, he tried to kill them by choking his wife just because she didn't agree with him. To make matters worse, he neglected them for so long they were already grown up when he met them. And then when he reunited with them, he blew up his daughter's adopted home planet, killing everyone she loved, imprisoned her on a ship, found his son, and cut off his own hand. To make matters worse, that's when he chose to tell him he was his father. Plus, he waits to save his son after he's getting his ass kicked by an old man, using lightning to attack him for a good couple minutes.
Number 5 is Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Peter Griffin is kind of a jackass to his family and his friends. Although he has done some super shitty things to his sons Chris and Stewie, the brunt of his abuse goes to his daughter Meg. I mean, he has spit on her, farted on her, set her on fire, shot her, kicked her, punched her. I mean, goddamn, the list is endless. Peter Griffin might be funny because of the outlandish things he does, but that doesn't mean he isn't a terrible dad.
Number 4, Heihachi Mishima from Tekken. Okay, Heihachi's pretty much just a dick. At a young age, he hated his own son Kazuya, just for carrying a demonic power known as the Demon Gene. And after killing his mother, he kicks the ever-living crap out of his son who was trying to avenge her, and then he throws him off a cliff. Kazuya survives and later does the same thing to his dad years afterwards, but Heihachi gets him back by throwing him into an active volcano. Plus, he's kind of a dick to his adoptive son Lee, who he just adopted to mentally break Kazuya. There's also the fact that he just kicks people out of high places just so they can fall to their death.
Number 3 is Frank from Shamless. Frank is a god-tier bad dad. He is a selfish, alcoholic criminal who has no respect for anyone, and that includes his own children. I mean, Frank doesn't even see his kids as his children. To him, they're more like tools that are only useful when he needs them, like for robbing their foster parents' house.
Number 2, SHou Tucker from Fullmetal Alchemist. Tucker is the worst, because on this list we've had people sell, emotionally manipulate, and even just treat their kids like garbage. But SHou Tucker actually turned his daughter into a freak experiment just because he wanted to see if he could. I mean, sure, he felt bad about it, at least in the first series. It doesn't change the fact that he willingly used his daughter and her dog as test subjects. Did I mention that at the time his daughter was only 5?
Number 1 is Gendo Ikari from Evangelion. Gendo doesn't seem like he cares for his own son. I mean, after his wife dies, he leaves his son Shinji with other people and only sees him once a year on the anniversary of his wife's death. He cares more about the mech his son pilots over his own son because the mech is actually his wife. I guess somehow that's a thing. He manipulates his son by threatening to kill people, and he actually forces his son to watch the mech kill people when Shinji refuses. Gendo only sees Shinji as a tool and nothing more. And that's been our list of top 10 bastard-ass dads.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have any more suggestions, leave them in the comments down below.
I'm Eli.
And I'm Gil. Bye.